Welcome to Learners Math TV. In this video, we're about to derive the vertex formula, identify the vertex of the parabola from quadratic function in general form, and apply the vertex formula in solving real-life problems involving maximum or minimum values. We are about to derive the vertex formula by the process of transforming the general form of quadratic function to the uh, vertex form of quadratic function. So we're going to use the completing the square method. So enclose natin sa parenthesis itong quadratic at saka linear term. Ayan. And then, ang gawin natin ay i-divide natin sa A yung mga term. So magiging, ganito yan, A nasa labas na. So x squared plus, pag dinivide mo ito sa A, magiging B over A, x. So close in parenthesis plus C. Tapos gagawin natin perfect square trinomial itong part na to. So kung di ka makarelate sa completing the square method, nasa description ng link about that lesson. Maaari mo munang balikan yon para mas lalo mong maintindihan yung derivation na ginagawa natin. Okay. So next is, ayan, magdadagdag tayo rito. Saan natin to kukunin yung idadagdag natin? Multiply it by 1/2 kasi yan ay fraction, b over a, times 1/2 is equal to b times b over 2a. Tapos, square natin yon. Ganun ang ginagawa natin sa completing the square. Kapag fraction, i-multiply sa 1/2 and then square it. Ayan. So, kung ano yung idinagdag natin dito, yun din ang idadagdag natin o ibabawas natin pala dito. Okay, kasi wala naman tayo sa kabila ng equation. So, to maintain the value of this equation or of this function, so, mag-subtract din tayo dito kung ano ang dinagdag natin dito. Kaya lang, etong nasa loob ng parenthesis ay affected ng value ng A. Kaya kailangan natin isama yung A dito. We have to multiply A by that expression. So, kung gagamitin natin ngayon itong vertex form ng quadratic function, if we're going to express this as a square of binomial, ganito mangyayari. Ayan. So, di ba, yan ay b over 2a. So, ito na yan. Magiging x, quantity x plus b over 2a yan, squared. So, nandun yung a, tapos plus. So, dito naman, ang matitira na lang dito, meron niyang a squared dyan. Di ba? Pag dinistribute mo yan, yung exponent na yan, magiging b squared, ayun, tapos ito, 4a squared. So, babawasan na natin to, may matitira pa rito isang a. Cancel, tapos may matitira ka pang a dito. So, ibig sabihin, ang value ngayon ng ating h o ang na-derive nating formula, so ito yung h natin, ito, yung b over 2a. So, since dito ay plus, so magiging h natin ay equal sa negative b over 2a. Okay, why? Kasi kung susundin natin ito ay negative, di ba? So, kailangan maging negative ang h. Okay? To justify this quantity. Plus kasi yan eh. A negative times a negative is a positive. Okay? Tapos, dito naman sa k, ang formula naman natin dyan ay ito. K is equal to ito. C minus b squared over 4a. Or, pwede naman ang gawin na lang natin, if we already find the value of h. So, ibig sabihin, ang value ng h kasi, ayan yung x. Diba? Ayan yung x doon sa ordered pair ng vertex. And the y is the function of h. And h is the negative b over 2a. So, ang ibig sabihin yan, pag ginamit natin yung formula na yan, ipa-plug in lang natin o isa-substitute lang natin yung nakuha natin value ng h. Okay, i-apply natin yan dito sa ating mga example na problems. Gamitin natin ngayon yung ating derived formula in this problem. Find the vertex of y is equal to 2x squared minus 8x plus 3. So una, alamin muna natin yung value ng a at b. Value ng a ay 2, ang value ng b ay negative 8. Then, use the formula. H is equal to negative b over 2a. So that is equal to a negative, since ang b natin ay negative 8, so negative 8. Tapos sa baba ay 2 times the value of a is 2. So 2 times 2 yan. And then, a negative times a negative is a positive. So naging positive 8 na rito. Divided by 4. So yung h natin dyan ay 2. Then next is yung value naman ng k. So the value of k is, kunin natin itong formula na to, ang k ay equal sa function ng h. At ang h natin, yung value niya ay galing sa negative b over 2a. So ibig sabihin, kung itong nakuha natin dito, that k is equal to the function of 2. So equals 2, so ibig sabihin, lahat ng x dyan ay palitan natin ng 2. Ayan. So ang magiging kasunod dyan ay, ayan. So the function of 2 is equal to 8, magiging 8 ito. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2, 8. Tapos minus 16 plus 3. So 8 minus 16 is negative 8. Negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. So therefore, ang nakuha natin ditong value ng k ay negative 5. So h and k of the vertex are the x and y of coordinates of the vertex of the graph of quadratic function. So kung siya ay ita-transform natin into vertex form, etong quadratic function na ito in general form, so since ang a niya ay 2, ayan. Tapos ang kanyang h ay 2, di ba? So pagdating dito, magiging x minus 2 yan kasi positive dito. Then, yung ating k ay minus 5 naman. Okay? So, kung nalilito ito, bakit siya naging x minus 2? So, maaaring yung puntahan ng description, nandun ang link nung mga nauna nating video lesson. Maaaring mong panoorin muna yon, yung how to transform quadratic function in general form into the vertex form of quadratic function. Ayan, para mas lalo mong maintindihan. Okay, so kung titingnan natin yan ngayon sa graph, okay, para ma-prove natin. Okay, so ito yung magiging graph ng quadratic function na yan. Okay, so since ito yung ating 2, okay, positive 2 ang h at negative 5 naman ang k. So nandito yung positive 2. Ito yung 0, 1, 2, and then negative 5 naman yung kanyang k. So that's the vertex or the value of h and k. Ito yung pinapakita ng ating parabola. In this example, we are going to solve real-life problems. So, a company models its profit with a function p of x equals negative 5x squared plus 100x minus 120, where x is the number of units sold in thousands. What number of units sold will maximize profit? So if we're going to represent that problem in an illustration, so kung tayo ay may given quadratic function, which is negative ang kanyang a, ang value ng a. So it means to say, if we're going to plot that quadratic function in a graph, it will give us a parabola which opens downward. So it means to say, the vertex is at maximum point. If the vertex is at its maximum point, so ibig sabihin, kung sinasabi rito na where x is the number of units sold in thousands, so habang dumadami yung nabibenta mo, up to the number of units sold, doon mo makikita ngayon yung pinaka-peak, yung pinakamataas, or the maximum profit na pwedeng makuha ng company. Yung pinakamataas na kita. Okay, ngayon, ang tanong doon, what number of units sold? Ilan yung kailangang mabenta para ma-maximize yung kita? Okay, so using that equation, P of x is equal to negative 5x squared plus 100x minus 120. Gamitin natin ngayon yung value ng A at saka value ng B dyan sa ating solution. Na kung saan, dito natin magagamit ngayon, may apply natin yung derived vertex formula. Ayan. So, ilagay na natin, ang value ng B natin ay 100. Ayan, ilagay na natin. That is negative B or negative 100. Then, 2 times a negative 5. Ayan, yung A. Then, negative 100. Tapos ito, 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. So, a negative divided by a negative number, 100 divided by 10 is equal to a positive 10. So, ang nakuha natin value ng h. So, therefore, dito sa vertex na ito, yung h, ayan yung x. Diba? That, ang h and k of the vertex is the x and y. So, it means to say, if that is the x and y, yung x dyan ay 10 times 1,000, kasi sabi rito where x is the number of units sold in thousands. So therefore, our answer is, yung maximum profit occurs when 10,000 units are sold. So pag nakabenta ng 10,000 o ng 10,000 na units, doon makakakuha ng pinakamataas na kita yung company. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng ating problem. Okay? Marami pa tayong ipapakitang problem doon sa susunod na video lesson about problem solving, okay, involving quadratic function. So, doon niya ituloy ang pag-aaral at lagi nating tatandaan, sa math ay hindi maaari na nanonood ka lamang. Upang maging mahusay, dapat lagi kang handa na mag-practice o magsanay.